Hey guys, Jen here, the alchemist named Jen, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I have been on the twin flame journey for about 8 years now, and I have yet to start a YouTube channel. And it's been something that I have really felt guided to do over the last couple of weeks. And this morning, I pulled some cards, and the message was, stop thinking about it. You're ready. Just do it. So here I am, just doing it. And I didn't know exactly what message Spirit wanted me to give you and what the format of my channel is going to look like. So I decided to throw on some Mariah Carey and dance around my house while cleaning the house. And it came to me. But that is also the reason why I am not showing my face to you. My hair is up. I am in gym clothes and I have no makeup. I'm not really camera ready. And while I am perfectly content in what I look like, that's not the first impression that I want to give all of you. So this format, this first video, kind of going to be a shit show. Just stick with me. I really wanted to get the message out because this is something that I was being pushed to do today. So essentially the format of my channel and what I want to do specifically is it's going to be more of a lesson specifically about the twin flame journey and what we need to learn about a topic as it relates to the twin flame journey, using tarot cards, however you want to say it. Where I come from, we say tarot, as well as some oracle cards to kind of get some advice and some guidance on how to integrate this lesson. So let me share the cards that I pulled, and I'll tell you kind of how I pulled these, the order in which I pulled them, and kind of what we're going to be looking for throughout this message. So the first card that I pulled, and I'll put the name of the decks down below in the description box. But the first card that I pulled was from the Oracle of the Unicorns. I love this deck so much. And so this card is specifically the lesson that we are supposed to learn today. So what lesson are we supposed to learn today, Spirit? We're going to learn about strength. The next card that I pulled is the one to just the right of that from the Oceanic Tarot, and that is the Nine of Swords. So the question I asked there was, what do we need to learn about specifically as it relates to strength? And the card that we pulled there was anxiety. The two cards below the Strength and the Nine of Swords are from the Mermaid Tarot, which is one of my favorite decks. It's so beautiful. And also they're the nicest to me. I know if you read Tarot, I'm sure you've pulled some cards before and you're like, oh, that deck doesn't like me. They're not nice to me today. I don't want to hear that. The mermaids, they don't always tell me what I want to hear, but more often than not, it's a more positive message than what I get from any of my other decks. But the two clarifiers that I pulled there were the Nine of Swords and the Page of Swords. So specifically what we need to know about anxiety. And then over to the right, we pulled another couple of oracle cards. One is the Mermaid Oracle of the Mermaids, because I was really feeling the mermaids today, you guys. And then as well, we have the Butterfly Oracle cards for life changes. So that'll be the guidance as it relates to what is happening. And like I said, guys, going forward, the format will be much less messy. So just bear with me through this one. So what are we supposed to learn about? We are supposed to learn about strength. This challenge, if you want to look at it as a challenge, because guys, this twin flame journey is going to be what you want it to be. If you want it to be stressful, it'll be stressful. If you want it to be a challenge, it'll be a challenge. If you want it to be the most beautiful and amazing journey that you have ever been on in your life, then that's what it's going to be for you. Either way, this journey, if you want to consider it a challenge, is going to make you stronger. You will get through to the other side. Trust me, I've been there. I have emerged. And because of that, I've been able to move to other levels and lessons within an overall spiritual journey. Just the path that I took to get here happened to be through a twin flame. And then as well at the bottom, look for the gifts in this situation. So right off the bat, you guys, I love that this card is coming through because this journey is all about strength. And the reason why I love all of these swords coming through as well, the 2 9 of swords, as well as the Page of Swords, swords energy is all about truth and clarity. And so once we find and make our way through our truth and our clarity, we are going to rise like a phoenix from the ashes. So this journey really is all about strength. It's about inner strength. It's about seeing and learning all of this different information that's out there and integrating it into your experience. There's going to be some things out there that you really love and that really resonate with you, and that means it's within your vibrational frequency. And then there's going to be other things that you really hate and they really don't resonate with you and they trigger you and you're like, that doesn't even make sense. So through all of that information, you're going to kind of be on this emotional roller coaster for as long as it takes. It's really up to you how fast you get to the other side or how slow you get to the other side. Like I said, it's going to be what you want it to be. And one of the ways in which we can come out strong and come out on the other side is through gratitude. So look for the gift in this situation and in any situation. So as it relates to your twin flame, like I said, this journey has nothing to do with your twin flame, and it has anything and everything to do with you, yourself, and you. And I'm sure that information is triggering some of you. So again, do with that information what you will. That proves my point right here. You're going to go through a lot of different things. You're going to feel a lot of things. This journey is about you yourself coming back into wholeness and also about unconditional love. So you really need to look for the gift in the situation. If you are in separation with your divine counterpart and you're angry and you're pissed as hell because they're off there in another relationship with someone that isn't you, or they're just doing their thing and not speaking to you or anything like that, you can choose to be angry at them and to judge them and all of that. Or you can say, you know what? It is because of this person that I am on this journey learning about myself and learning how to love myself. And if it had not been for this person right here, I might never have made it to where I'm at now. And that can be a good or a bad thing depending on where you're at in your own personal journey. Like I said, take what resonates. And that's the beautiful thing about these videos, you guys. You can go back and you can watch the same video at a different time and you'll get a completely different message that you didn't hear the first time because Spirit didn't want you to hear it the first time. So all of these messages that all of us give, they're all timeless and they are designed to be used when you need to hear them. So anyway, strength. That is what we need to learn this week. And if we think about strength in the physical form, what makes us strong? Exercise, right? And we have to push ourselves and we have to do things in order to see results. And we have to push through the bad times and celebrate the good times in order to keep going. And that is exactly what Spirit will do throughout the way. They'll kind of like breadcrumb you, and then you'll get an obstacle, and then you'll work through that fear, and you'll work through that obstacle, and then you go to the next step, and then the next step, and then the next step, and then the next step. And that is to keep you from going completely insane because there's a lot of information to know. And if they just dumped it all on you all at once, literally your head would explode. So that's why it's done in baby steps. But in order to gain spiritual strength, this comes with a lot of scary things and a lot of feelings that are not great, that are dark, right? That's why I love that this unicorn on the strength card is dark, because you got to go through some dark stuff deep down in order to get to the other side. And so with this 9 of Swords energy, anxiety, to me, that's putting it lightly. You've likely gone through some crap and you have probably reached your wit's end at some points. And you've probably stayed up at night freaking out and just begging Spirit to help you because you don't understand why you're not hearing from your divine counterpart, why you are even experiencing this in the first place. You didn't ask for this. This is the most painful thing you've ever had to deal with. You're scared that this person has forgotten about you. You're scared that they're never going to come back to you. You're scared shitless. And the fact that we had the 9 of Swords come out as a clarifier for the 9 of Swords just further amplifies how scary it actually is, because you're getting anxiety from your anxiety. Now, what I love about this Page of Swords is, and I'm actually going to read the description in the book, because the way that I would explain it wouldn't really do it justice. And also, I just love this deck so much. And it has a slightly different meaning in this deck than it does in other decks. But I want to make sure that I do the explanation justice. So here we go. Page of Swords. When they first appear, thoughts and ideas can seem harmless. They tickle our imagination, filling our heads with images and our bodies with emotions. Initially, they feel exciting and new. However, not all thoughts should be held onto, and not all ideas should be brought into the physical world. This is where the lesson of discernment comes in, the knowledge of what is life-affirming and what will bring us pain. Like the page, you are just starting in your lessons. The lines still seem blurred, but given enough time and enough practice, you will learn to wield your own sword and sword of discernment. And guys, I really love that explanation, because that is really what this whole journey is about. Like I said, you get to make it what you want to make it, and you get to experience it how you want to experience it. And sometimes you'll end up on channels and it will trigger you because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to your situation. And maybe you're trying to make it fit, and then you're getting upset because you can't make it fit. And, well, I don't have that with my twin flame. Does that mean that they're not my twin flame? And it just causes all kinds of confusion. And then there are other things that you will really, really resonate with. And the things that you resonate with, those are the places that you want to stick to. Because if it, and not that it will always resonate with you, but if it's resonating with you right here, right now, in the moment, continue down that path for as long as you can until you're ready for a different spiritual teacher. Or whatever. Spirit will always guide you where you need to go. But the point is, take what resonates and get rid of what doesn't. No two journeys are ever the same. We, as a collective, all have very different strengths and areas of opportunity. And so Spirit uses us in the way that we can be most effective and in the way that they know we can be effective. Like for me personally, I have a funny background. I won't get too much into it, but the last couple of years, I'll say the last like 8 years or so, I have been really into training, and that took me down the HR path. And so something that I have always loved is teaching people about things. I love training. I love giving the overall big picture. I always loved, leadership development and all of that. But honest to God, you guys, it got to a point where I was like, I'm sick and tired of trying to help these people that need to be helped, but don't want to be helped. But I have to help them because it's my job and we're all getting paid to be here. Fuck that. That's why I'm here. That's why I quit my job. That's why I work for myself full time. I want to help people that want to be helped. And if you're here, you want help, because this twin flame journey ain't easy. So, guys, I'm telling you right now, in order to get to the other side faster and to find your spiritual strength, is to get rid of the stuff that doesn't make sense to you and that doesn't fit for you. For me, and I have no idea why this triggers me so much, but like there's something out there about life path numbers. And like I'm a life path 8. My twin is a life path 7. Supposedly, if you do like numerology math there, the final number that you end up with should be your twin flame's life path number. And guess what, guys? Mine is not. 8 plus 7 is 15. So in numerology, 5 plus 1 is 6. Guess what? My life path number is not a 6. My twin flame's life path number is not a 6. Does that mean that he's not my twin flame? According to the people that wrote that, yes, he is not my twin flame. But you know what, you guys? This journey has been so ridiculously crazy, and I'll share my story one day. There's no way that my twin is not my twin. And so that's the kind of information that you're going to get. And that's the kind that you need to, with this Page of Swords, you need to use your discernment. You know, you're just now starting out on this path, and I can promise you, you will find your way to the other side, and you will emerge much faster if you take what resonates and get rid of what doesn't. So I love that Spirit brought through those cards as they relate to spiritual strength. So we have our first guidance card here, which is rest, from the Mermaid oracles. And it says, you've been working hard. Take a nap and get some rest. If you guys are anything like me, which you are if you're watching this video, you want to learn everything that you can as fast as you can so that you can figure out how to come into union with your divine counterpart. You want to learn everything that you need to do. You want to learn everything that they need to do. You want to learn how you can help them do what they need to do. You want to know literally all the things. And that can take over your life, if it hasn't already, in a very powerful way. You can lose sleep over things, which is also what this Nine of Swords is. That's the shit that keeps you up at night. You can get distracted at work and not do your job. You could actually end up losing your job because you're so obsessed with learning about everything, all things spirituality, all things twin flame. You can really burn out. It can take a toll on your body. It can take a toll at work. It can take a toll on your home life. Maybe you forget to do the dishes for like a whole entire month. Like, not even kidding you guys. That didn't happen to me. I definitely remembered to do the dishes every now and then because I've always been that way. But like, there were things in my house that weren't getting done. Laundry was one of them because I have a lot of clothes that I really don't need that I'm actually going through right now to donate. But like, not even kidding you guys. I didn't do laundry for a month and I didn't even realize it because I have that many clothes. But the point is that they all piled up in the corner and I didn't do laundry and I didn't even look at that corner of where my laundry is to clean. So you can get sidetracked very easily because it's such a cool journey and it's a lot of really good information and you can feel yourself just growing and getting better and better as the days go on, that you neglect normal everyday things. And in order to function as a human being in this meat suit that you have been given, your body is your vessel. You cannot come into union with your twin flame, first of all, if you're dead because you forgot to rest, but you also cannot live your soul's purpose. You cannot fulfill your divine mission if you're dead and not resting. So you have to take care of your body. You have to rest. You have to take a step back sometimes, and you have to just let all of the information that you've gathered sit and process. And there's no harm in that because you weren't going to get all the answers that you needed to get overnight anyway, right? At least I hope not, because your brain, again, would probably explode. And then the thing that I really love about this last card is for life changes. So what is changing and what is transforming? And this is the support card. And guys, support from other people is really also going to help you build your spiritual strength. It's like having a personal trainer, right? When you want to raise your vibration, you immediately have videos that you go watch on YouTube because you need the support. You need to learn. Something happened to you that day and you remembered something that you watched weeks ago and you're like, oh my God, that can help me. I need to go back and watch it. Or, you know, you have someone that you just really like watching on YouTube. You always think they have something really great to say. You think, oh my God, you're reading my thoughts. You know everything that's going on with me. A lot of us, myself included, we will actually do like live coaching and guidance sessions with you. Or, you know, there's a lot of people you can book a reading with. You can do that with me as well. Either way, We have been blessed with the internet at this day and age because there is so much more information and support right at your fingertips. And the thing is, you guys, is a lot of us who have turned into teachers on this journey, we have all kinds of tools and resources. We have tools and resources that didn't resonate with us and that didn't work for us. Like we've been talking about. Just because it didn't resonate with us, it didn't work for us, doesn't mean that we don't have some sort of tool to be able to offer you. There are so many people on this twin flame journey that are here to help you in whatever way you want or need them to. Sometimes you don't even talk to these people, but you're like, dude, you're part of my soul tribe. I love you. I'm always going to come listen to you when I need to raise my vibration. I have a couple people like that. And there are some people who it really just depends on you and your style. If you are someone that you only love tarot readings, however you want to pronounce it, there are people that only do readings. If you are someone that is not into tarot, again, however you want to pronounce it, there are people out there that steer clear from that and they do other things. They are able to channel and just speak to you and give you a lesson. Some people, you watch them on YouTube, they will draw pictures and then explain what it means, or they will actually have to journal what spirit is trying to channel. However you want to learn, there is a learning style, a teaching style out there that will fit you and your needs and what you want. Me, I really love that spirit gave me the format in which they wanted me to do this, because I am very much someone who I like a good tarot reading, but with things being more like general love readings all the time, I'm not super into that. But I'm also not super into just watching someone talk. So I like to incorporate the two, because the thing is if you read tarot, or, if you are able to see these cards and you get a completely different message than something I said, you have multiple things and multiple ways that Spirit has given you a message. So there's all kinds of support out there. It doesn't have to be a lonely journey. I know a lot of times it feels like it is, and that it can be, but it doesn't have to be. Again, this journey is ultimately what you make of it. So that being said, I'm super stoked to grow my channel. If you are really resonating with what I've said and the way that that Spirit has given you the messages through me, please hit the subscribe button. You can also follow me on Instagram. I'll put that information below, as well as my website. You can book a reading with me. You can book a guidance session with me. It is actually not working right now because of Mercury retrograde, but I will put that up there for you as well so that you have that information. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your night, whatever it is that you're doing. I am going to go throw on some more Mariah Carey and dance around my kitchen and get back into that feminine flow where all the good ideas come from. So until next time, you guys, bye.